This is the phylum Arthropoda, which means joint foot. 75% of the animal kingdom and the most successful phylum. Shared characteristics of arthropods, which is one of the most important things to know about this, or common characteristics, is that they live in marine, freshwater, terrestrial, and aerial environments. This is why they're so successful. Their most important function is that they pollinate. They have bilateral symmetry. They are coelomates. They have a complete digestive system with mouth, specialized organs, and anus. They have 3 body regions, the head, thorax, and abdomen. They have jointed appendages. They have chitin exoskeleton secreted by the epidermis. The chitin serves as a suit of armor that protects and keeps the arthropod moist if they're terrestrial. It doesn't grow, it must molt and regrow new exoskeleton, during which time they're vulnerable. The beak of an octopus is made from chitin. More characteristics of arthropods are that they have an open circulatory system. Remember, low pressure, blood for arthropods, hemolymph, which bathes their internal organs. Developed nervous system with dorsal brain connected to nerves by a ventral nerve cord. And they have sensory organs which are well developed: compound eyes, a tympanum or drum-like ear, antennae which handle touch, smell, and chemical reception. They are dioecious. Terrestrial arthropods usually have internal fertilization. Males either have an organ to deposit sperm in females or else deposit a sperm packet that is picked up by females. Aquatic arthropods may have internal or external fertilization. Digestive system. They have salivary glands. Dilute ingested foods, and mosquitoes secrete anticoagulants and blood thinners. They have a crop which stores food, gizzard which grinds food, stomach that digests food, malpighian tubules, like a kidney, or blind-ended ducts that extract waste products from hemolymph, or blood, and make uric acid. Rectum uses uric acid from M tubules to absorb water from the air and release waste. They have a respiratory system. Gases are not moved via the circulatory system. Air is taken in through spiracles, 1 to 10 lateral pairs along the body segments. Spiracles can be opened and closed by valves to minimize water loss. Gas moves through the trachea to tracheoles, then diffuse into or from tissues. Some tracheae swell into air sacs, which can be rhythmically flattened to pump air through the body. Their sensory system, the compound eye. A compound eye equals individual light receptive ommatidia, mini eyes. Instead of moving their eyes, arthropods receive information from all ommatidia simultaneously. This gives them a 360-degree view of mosaic vision. The more ommatidia, the greater visual acuity. As an object moves across the field of vision, ommatidia fire and stop firing, which gives a flicker effect, allowing impeccable motion detection. That's why you can't hit them. The other majorly important thing to know for the exam is the animals that go into each class. So the major classes of arthropods are class Chilopoda, spelled Chilipoda, and centipedes belong in that class. There's class Diplopoda, which includes millipedes, class Insecta, which includes the 6-legged critters, class Arachnida, which includes spiders, mites, and scorpions, class Maxillopoda, or barnacles, which we don't have to know so much for this exam, and class Malacostraca, or class Crustacea, which includes lobsters, crab, and shrimp. A cool fact about arthropods is that the largest living arthropod is the Japanese spider crab, with a leg span of 4 meters and a weight of 20 kilograms. This crab has a life expectancy of 100 years. In this picture, you can see an example of a Japanese spider crab. The ecological roles of arthropods: mainly they're there for pollination in the production of honey, wax, and silk. They help in recycling biological materials to aid in producing topsoil. They form symbiotic relationships with other organisms, and they're part of the food chain. A great example of a symbiotic relationship is between burrowing shrimp and goby fish living in symbiosis. The shrimp cleans and digs a burrow where they both live. The shrimp is blind, and so when danger approaches, the goby fish touches the shrimp with its tail to warn it, and both hide in the burrow and live.